Okay guys, today is for this beautiful gown that you are seeing here. Okay, you know what we are doing on this channel. There's no time to waste time. I just give you the basics and you go ahead to explore. Okay, mine is, do not reject any style because you don't know how to cut it. Bring it. Even if I don't have time, I'll just do you a sharp illustration that when you follow it, you'll be able to cut the style that your customer wants and cut it perfectly well. Okay, all these designs you see in the boutique, all these designs you see in see celebrities wearing, I'm telling you for free. It's not really hard to make. Okay, it's just for you to learn the basics and then listen to details, take note of details, and you'll be fine. Okay, a cloth that needs that, there's no two ways about it, you must have to apply that. A cloth that does not need that, if you like put that, if you like don't put that, it will come out the way it is. So you just have to learn the basics, and that's why we are here. Okay, people are saying add me in the master class, add me in the master class. No, learn here first, so that by the time you get to master class, we'll not be teaching you how to add that to your fabric or to your style. So let's go right into this tutorial. Okay, this is a flay gown, and it's actually beautiful for party wears and for anybody that wants to go into ready to wear business. It's actually a style that you should think about. Okay, so let's go right in. First thing we are going to do is to draft our basic bodies, right? So we'll be marking out our shoulder line. Okay, we'll mark out our neckline. Okay, normal neckline. Okay, we can make it 3 inches to 3 inches. Okay, and then we connect it like so. Okay, now this is our shoulder line, right? So we mark it again on the down part of, so as to be able to connect our straight line. Now we are going to be extending our line like so. Okay, so we are going to mark out our bust line. Okay, and we'll mark out our waistline. Okay, and we'll mark our hip line. Okay, and this is our hemline. So this gown is going to be very long. Okay, when you're marking it, mark it to be very long. So this is our hem length is 60, so you are going to make it 60 inches. Now we'll come down by 1 inch, the way we used to do it. Okay, we come down by 1 inch, we mark the center of the remaining. Okay, and then we come out by ½ inch, and then we are going to use our curved ruler to connect like so. Okay, but before then we do our bust divided by 4. Okay, bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and that is what we are marking here. Okay, so our armhole line will connect to this place. Now the back armhole too will connect also to this place. Okay, now on the bust area we are still going to mark this. On the waist area, we'll do our waist divided by 4. This gown does not need a dart. Okay, it doesn't need a dart. So now on our waist area, we do our waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches, and we are marking it here. We do our hip line divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, we'll mark it here. Okay, now we are going to be coming down exactly same way, or you can bring out your hand, but whichever way. I'm coming down my normal way. Okay, coming down my normal way, and then I'm connecting like so. Okay, but then there's something we are going to be doing, which is adding our bust pan. Our bust pan is going to be able to help us to slash this style. Okay, so our bust line, which is 4 inches, I have already marked it here. I will mark it like that all the way down. Okay, I will mark it like that all the way down. I will mark it like that all the way down 4 inches. Okay, now I'm going to be using my ruler to connect it nicely. Okay, to connect it nicely. Okay, so now 1 inch up to the bust point, we mark 1 inch, and then we rule it out this way. That's how we are going to be slashing. Okay, now we are going to be measuring from our leg, from the hemline to our knee line, because if you notice that slanting at the down part, if you notice, it ended at the knee line for the two. In fact, the first one came up by a little bit above the knee line. Okay, now for the neckline, you see that one of the necklines has up to 4 inches wideness, but I'm using the one of the dark red, okay, that is 3 by 3 inches. If you want to use the other one, make sure that your neckline is around 4 inches, okay, and then you bring it down by either 4 inches or 3 inches, whichever way you choose is okay. So now we are going to be marking our knee line from here, and this is our knee line. Okay, this is where our slanting is going to end. Okay, and it's going to be something like so. Okay, it's going to be something like so. Now we are coming to the sleeve, because that sleeve you are seeing is structured, so that I will show you what to do to that edge to make it stand the way end of hemline of the sleeve. I'll show you what to do to that hemming of the sleeve so that it can stand that way. But let's be done first of all with the bodies. Okay, so we have marked out how we are going to be slanting out this one. Okay, so now we are going to be cutting it out. We did mark our back neckline, and we are going to be marking our back neckline like so. Okay, we came down by 1/2 inch for the back neckline. Remember to add your 1/2 inch sewing allowance to the shoulder. Okay, and then we come up. Okay, we have cut the back bodies first. Okay, now we are going to be slashing through here. When you get to this 1 inch, you stop, and then you are going to slash this way, and then you end it. Now make sure it gets to the edge, but don't cut it out. Now we are going to be cutting out this one. Okay, so we slit this area. It's not supposed to be this area. That area started from here. This place is pointed, if you look at that design very well. Okay, so it's actually supposed to be this way. Okay, it's actually supposed to be this way. Okay, it's actually supposed to be this way. So now we go ahead to cut it out. Okay, so this is our pattern, or better still, I will go ahead to cut out the armhole for the front and the back. Just know that when you are cutting on your own, because I want this tutorial to be very short, when you are cutting on your own, you are going to cut the back pattern first. You will place this back pattern on your material and cut out first, then you now place again on the material and cut out for the front. Now after you have cut out for the back pattern, you will now cut out your armhole and your neckline for the front. Now when you place it on your fabric, okay, this is what you are going to do. Place it on your fabric. You place it like so, place it like so. But hold on, I will tell you the way you are going to place your fabric so that you will get that fullness that you are seeing. Now if you place your fabric straight, okay, if you place it straight and you just put it on fold and you do like this, yes, you are going to get that fabric, you are going to get a fullness, but not like this fullness that you are seeing here. So I want to show you how you are going to be placing your fabric to get that fully. This is the fabric I want to use. Okay, so this is the fabric I want to use. If you place this fabric on fold straight up like this, and you place your pattern like this, and you say, okay, I want to spread, you will get fullness, but you won't get it the way it is on that fabric. And besides, know it that it wasn't Ankara that they used. What was used there is either Duchess or normal satin. Okay, but don't use doll face satin. I don't like doll face satin for stars like this. I don't like the outcome. It looks stiff. So you are going to use what is going to drop. Okay, Ankara is stiff, so you can afford not to, it can't go well with this type, but it will go, but I prefer you use what you are seeing on the picture. Okay, so for you to get that extra fullness that you are seeing on that design, okay, this is your fabric straight. Now you are going to pick, this is your fabric straight, okay, you are going to pick this edge and turn it this way. This is what is called putting your fabric on bias. Okay, when you put it, fold it this way, you make it look straight, you make it straight. Okay, you make it straight so that you will place this one like so. Make sure you place it, but to avoid wastage of material, make sure you keep managing it until it gets to what you want. Okay, this is what pattern drafting does for you. It helps you to manage your material and make sure that you get exactly what you want with the minimum fabric available. Okay, so this is my pattern. I already spread it out and I'm going to be marking it. Okay, I'm going to be marking it like so. So you can see what we did now. Okay, so you will now remove your pattern. Look at where we slanted. This is where we slanted, okay, where the V went up to. Now you are going to place your ruler like so from here. You will place your ruler again from here to cut out the excess that you got while trying to achieve your flare. Okay, you cut it out. Okay, like so. This place is exactly your knee. So if you open up your design, okay, if you open it up, this is what you get. So now you can afford to make a belt. Okay, you can afford to make a belt that you will be using to tie your fabric. Can you see? You can afford to use belt. Now if you use crepe or duchess to make it, you will see that your flare will definitely fall well. But because I did not use duchess, I'm using Ankara, so I'm struggling for it to stay. But if not, this is your gown. Okay, this is your gown. As you can see, it's actually very beautiful. Okay, so this is your gown. Okay, so this is your gown, as you can see. Okay, and you've achieved that pointed edge, and you can see by the time this one falls this way, this is exactly your knee. Okay, if you do not cut it out on your pattern, okay, by the time you are done, if you did not trace this knee line by knee side by on your pattern, by the time you are done with the fabric, you won't be able to trace where your knee line is, because it's already on flay. So that is the essence of cutting it first on your pattern. Now I'm going to set this aside so that we can work on the sleeve area. Now for the sleeve, we are going to be plotting our normal basic sleeve pattern, okay, which is I've added my border line. I'll be adding my cap's height of 4 inches. Okay, now that sleeve length you are seeing is more than 23, but we are going to be placing it at 23. Okay, we want to assume that this is 23. Okay, now we'll now measure our armhole, which is armhole depth. Okay, you measure your armhole depth, which is this place. Okay, now you are going to connect a line. You are going to connect a line from here, okay, to here. Okay, now you are going to be bringing it down to the hemline of the sleeve. Now there's no shaping on that sleeve. Okay, there's no shaping on that sleeve. The sleeve is very bogus. Okay, so you can see there's no shaping. So it's either you make your own wider, and but I would just want to go by my normal sleeve. Okay, and by this normal sleeve, all I need to do is just bring it straight down. I'm not going to shape out anything. Then I'm going to be creating my curve. It's a very free sleeve style, so you can actually use your free hand. You don't need any calculation. This is what we do in ready to wear business. There's no time for too much calculation. Okay, and at the end of it, you are still going to get whatever you need. Okay, this is our basic sleeve pattern. Okay, this is our basic sleeve pattern. Now cut out our sleeve. Okay, you cut out your sleeve, but because of this, the hemming of this sleeve, okay, so you are going to be adding extra 5 inches to your sleeve. Okay, and this is my extra 5 inches, like so. Okay, you add extra 5 inches to your sleeve. Okay, and then you cut out. You can add more than that, but 5 inches is okay, so that you can manage your material, right? Okay, now why you are going to be cutting out 5 inches extra as allowance is so that you can afford to, this is your sleeve, right? Now remember our normal marking of the center, you notch it so that you will know where the center lies on. Okay, you will know where the center lies on. Now this 5 inches allowance that you measured here, you are going to fold in like 2 inches. Okay, now you fold in like 2 inches and you sew on it. Then you will now bend the remaining 3 inches. Do you understand? You will now bend the remaining 3 inches. That is the 5 inches. 2 inches this way, first of all, because this is going to be the casing for the elastic you are going to use. Now you will still bend it again 3 inches. That is the 5 inches allowance that you added. This is your normal. Okay, this is your normal sleeve without allowance. Okay, you have cut it and then you open it like so. So you know you added extra 5 inches. Look at it. Okay, these inches you added, now you have to fold it this way for it to get to the normal. Do you understand? So now I'm saying in folding it this way, now you fold the first 2 inches like so. You will fold the first 2 inches like so. Okay, that first 2 inches you folded is the casing for the elastic. Now you fold the first inches like so, which is 2 inches. The remaining 3 inches will be folded this way. Okay, now when you now gather this, when you now pass your what is it called, when you now pass your elastic here later, this place will gather like this. It will now be like this. Do you understand? It will now be like this and it will be looking very beautiful. Okay, but then to add extra, depending on the material you use, you know, normally you use Duchess. For this style they use Duchess. Duchess is soft. If you leave this allowance like this without adding anything, it might not be, when you are done, you might not be able to stand like the one you are seeing on the screen. Okay, so to give a little bit of strength to this fabric, whatever fabric you are using, lay it with soft stay or you lay it with this hard stay. This is collar stay. You can use collar stay. You can either use this stay or you use the soft stay. Anyhow, just lay something inside. Okay, just lay something inside the allowance, that allowance. Okay, just lay something inside it so that it will give it a little bit of strength. Okay, so that by the time your elastic gathers it this way, it will make it to stand the way you are seeing this one. Your hemline for the sleeve will stand the way you are seeing this particular one on the picture. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. See you all in the next video. Okay, what we'll be treating, there's this free trouser tutorial that I want to bring up tomorrow. Someone sent it to my WhatsApp for illustration. So I'll be doing the illustration. The illustration is ready, but it will be uploaded by tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.